Hey guys, Rick Denham here. I'm going to go over today how to fish the beaches in Puget Sound for silver salmon, or Coho. It's a great opportunity. It's the second week of September and we got a lot of fish starting to pool into Puget Sound. What a great opportunity it is to intercept these off the beach because Coho run really shallow. It's an opportunity for bank anglers all over to be able to intercept these fish and have a great time doing so. And I'm going to go over today the tackle we can use, lures to choose, as well as locations that are popular. So let's get started. Now, one of my favorite techniques is the standard old buzz bomb, and a lot of people really enjoy using these. It's very easy for a beginner to do. You can go to any of your local stores and pick one of these up and you have a very successful right out of the gate. Now, this is your typical 2.5-inch buzz bomb, and you thread your line through and it gives you a directional point. The fatter end is at the top, skinnier end at the bottom. You're going to put a bumper bead and then your hook. And now with Puget Sound, everything is barbless, so you want to keep that into consideration. But what they've recently come out with, and while this buzz bomb will catch you a ton of fish by itself, it is a bit heavy, so this will sink fast and sometimes doesn't stay in the strike zone as much as you would hope. Well, that's where the next bait I'm going to show you has come into big play in the recent years, and that is the rotator. Now, if you look at this, the difference you see here is the profile. It is similar in shape to a buzz bomb, but it's more thin, and this thin, wider profile allows you to get a different action where it flutters on the way down as opposed to sinking really quickly. And if you look, so you have more of a diamond shape with the buzz bomb, whereas you have a thin, flat angle. And this, again, has become one of my favorite lures to be using for both silvers and pinks as well when they're running. But right now, this is going to be a killer for silver. So now, when you're rigging these things up, like I said before, the buzz bombs is pretty straightforward, and I actually have one rigged up here with a bumper bead to a swivel and my hook. Now, you can do a lot of different ways to do this, but I have found having a shorter leader allows the buzz bomb to still move and flutter as it falls, but the biggest key that I've found to start adding more hookups to my ratio is adding a hoochie skirt on the back end of my hook with a swivel. And now a swivel is key because as a silver comes to grab this fish can turn and twist as silvers like to do with the death roll, and it won't mar up your line. But I also have another swivel at the head of this, so I'm allowing myself 2 points of twist that will be eliminated, and this will allow you to have more success in your ratio to landing your fish. Very effective with this, and a great color combination with the green and the pink. But there are other lures that are effective as well. I pour my own flutter jigs here, so I've had great success with these. And again, this is on a swivel on the back with the hoochie skirt, just adding profile to this bait as well as extra movement as this flutters. So another very effective. But you'll see here there's a couple different ways you can do the hook part that I'm talking about. So right here I just have an 1.5-inch hoochie by Hoochie King. Works very good on a 2/0 hook. You can also use Gold Star, anybody else's stuff, but I've found these Hoochie King squids to be very enticing to the fish. And then here is a 2.5. So there's sometimes when the fish want a smaller profile trailing off your buzz bomb, or they may want a bigger. And you can see here I have some different color profile combos. But for silvers, you want to stick around with the greens and the pinks and the blues. very effective when you can combine them all together like I have here. So that is a great option. Buzz bombs or rotators, even crippled herring type jigs, flutter jigs, all work great off the bank, and you can intercept a lot of fish due to how shallow they come. So, but one other point I will put here is the emphasis on scent, because right now you may be handling all these baits like I just did, but adding a little bit of scent to mask your own may also entice that fish that's following your bait. And with buzz bomb fishing especially, you get a lot of follows from fish before you actually get takes, and you can feel them trying to nip at your bait as you're bringing it in, and you may even see them follow it to your feet. So you want something that's going to be able to entice them completely to biting. And I have a great product here that allows the ease of scent disbursement, but you're not going to have a mess. And these are the scent sticks from AN Sporting. So right here I got a tuna scent stick. Rub this all over your buzz bomb, on your hoochie skirt, but then all you're doing is just like a chapstick. Rub it on, put it back in, and you're good to go. And they come in a wide variety of flavors. This one's a sardine. Got a tuna one here. They have herring. There's a bunch of different scents. So I would check those out. All you need is just a couple of those and add just a little dab as you're going out fishing. And this will increase your strikes by a lot as you're coming into more contact with fish. So a very effective setup. And as I'm running here, I got my actual buzz bomb rig that has been very effective for me. And as you can see, another rotator with a little mini squid off the back hook. And as far as hook size wise, I'm running between a 1/0 or a 2/0, and then I pinch the barb to make it barbless. So very effective. I'm running 10-pound test mainline here, using a St. Croix medium power fast action rod. It's a 6 to 12 rating. Works great for an all-around rod, but especially for casting these buzz bombs. I can cast this thing a country mile. So this helps with a great setup. This is a 4000. It's a Ferro Shimano reel. Holds a lot of line capacity and allows me to fight these big fish. So you want something that's going to be matched up to be able to handle the heavier weight of some of these lures, but also the enjoyment of fighting one of these big fish on a lighter gear. So that's the buzz bomb side, but you're not limited to just throwing hardware at the silvers. The nice thing of them coming shallow like they do is that fly fishing can become a very effective and let alone fun technique to target these as well. So as you can see here in the top section, I got all my flies. Now I got a lot of selection here that I love to throw for my own sake. Now Coho are very sight oriented, so there are times when you can find them crushing bait fish near the surface or shallow water. And this is where I've tied up a few popper imitation types for surface activity. And nothing's more fun than getting a silver on top water. So this is a herring type imitation. And then here you got your traditional popper wiki style by Leland. So very effective there. Then you can start to go your subsurface. So Clouser minnows are probably one of the most popular, used a very common bait fish imitation by most, and works very effective. Greens, you can go with the olives, pink and white, very, very effective. Then you can go to more of matching the hatch, so to say, and you can break it down to actual herring type imitations. Those are very effective when the fish are keen on a specific bait source. So again, here's another one that I've tied. Very effective, looks just like a herring. And then you can get more into the candlefish type if these are around the area that you're fishing. Then there are also times when you're going to start to see smaller profiles work as well. And here's a little Crazy Charlie shrimp imitation that I've tied up. Works very good for those small days when fish are very finicky. Another shrimp imitation, or you can get more in a different color. So there's so many different types out there. I mean, I have a whole box of just my more bait fish imitations, and then I have my shrimps as well. But you want to be fishing most of the time these because you're fishing shallower water between, let's say, 5 to 10 feet deep. I'm running a 6-weight floating line, and you can, given that some of these are non-weighted, you can throw one of these great clear intermediate sink tips. And this is a 10-foot Aeroflow polyleader clear intermediate, and this is a great thing just to have in your vest. Sometimes you may need to get down if those fish are near the bottom of the water column, but most of the time, because you can fish things like a clouser or some of these smaller weighted shrimp imitation types, or even, let's say, the topwater, the floating line is going to get the job done. You can always add a little weight on your line to throw one of these non-weighted bait fish patterns, but come down to it, the floating line is going to be one of your more effective ways to target coho off the beach. But if you do come across a beach with a steep drop off, I would definitely recommend having some form of a shooting head with a sink tip, or just go full intermediate. So with all of this though, it's time to get out to your beaches and go target these fun silver salmon. So thanks for watching, guys. Good luck on the water, and fish on.